Good day, St. Martin. I'm Yesenia Lassero.
And I'm Austin Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We're bringing the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the beginning of the week. We all had a nice weekend, I hope. Let's get into our top headlines.
Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Luc Mercelina welcomed a delegation leading a tech-driven development project in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, which uses drones, blockchain, and tokenization to promote transparency and sustainable growth. The DRC initiative includes a gold-backed digital currency and community-level tokenization of natural resources to ensure fair wealth distribution. It also features blockchain-secured transactions and drone logistics for resource tracking. Under the patronage of President Felix Tshisekedi, the DRC's social fund, FSRDC, partnered with St. Martin-based Phoenix Capital to launch the Access National Program, aimed at improving living conditions in rural Congo. Perry Gerlings, CEO of Smithco, revealed that a similar social fund is being studied for St. Martin, focused on youth development, biodiversity, and economic growth. The delegation included FSRDC officials, Phoenix Capital, Three Eagles Synergy, and Gerlings. The visit marked growing interest in cross-border, tech-led development.
Police and prison chiefs joined forces to tackle staffing and security challenges. Chief of Police Carl John recently held a strategic meeting with Point Blanche Prison Director Stephen Carty to strengthen cooperation between the police and prison systems. The discussion aimed to improve interdepartmental communication and address long-standing challenges within the Ministry of Justice, particularly the chronic understaffing at the prison. The meeting emphasized aligning roles and responsibilities to improve daily operations, safety, and response efficiency at the correctional facility. The ongoing issues gained urgency following a past prison riot and fire, prompting renewed efforts to modernize management approaches. Given limited resources and a growing population, both departments agreed that close collaboration and innovation are essential to enhancing public safety. A key focus was the use of technology to offset staffing shortages. The teams discussed improving internal communication and introducing digital tools to reinforce prison security and streamline workflows. SZV and SVB signed MOU to boost regional social security cooperation. On July 10th, the Social and Health Insurances of St. Martin, SZV, and the Social Insurance Bank of Curaçao, SVB, signed a Memorandum of Understanding, a MOU, formalizing a new chapter in regional collaboration. The agreement aims to promote the exchange of institutional knowledge, best practices, and operational strategies between the two entities. It builds on a strong alignment in their existing structures, particularly in communication and methods, IT systems, and service delivery processes. The MOU also opens the door to joint initiatives that could enhance implementation capacity and streamline social security services for both islands. Officials noted that the shared vision will help improve the efficiency and quality of social protection systems across the region. The signing ceremony was held in a spirit of collegiality, underscoring the mutual commitment to ongoing partnership and innovation in the social security sector.
MPC and Sundial celebrate academic gains in 2025 final exam results. Milton Peters College, MPC, and Sundial School have released their final examination results for the 2024-2025 academic year, highlighting meaningful academic progress and a shared commitment to continued student success. At MPC, a total of 186 students sat the final exams, achieving a 65% pass rate, up from 52% in the first exam period. The fail rate was 32%, while 3% of students were either absent or sick. The school attributes this improvement to targeted support strategies and the determination of its student body. Sundial School also posted encouraging results. Of 50 students, 78% passed, 22% failed, and none were absent or required resits. These outcomes mark a step forward from the previous period, where 72% passed and 80% were eligible for resits. The school's administration credited the results to the dedication of both staff and students. In addition to the overall performance, both schools recognized their top-performing graduates and valedictorians, celebrating their outstanding academic achievements as role models for future classes. The result reflects a growing momentum in educational achievement on the island and a clear dedication by both institutions to academic excellence.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Make the switch. Get faster internet for less.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. Let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. Follow NEWSDESK on Facebook for your daily sunshine report. So as you enjoy the rest of your day,
thank you for being here. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Lots to cover. Don't want to waste your time, so let's get right to it. Two areas that I'm watching. This spot we've been talking about for over a week now. I've been highlighting this, parts of the southeast U.S., near the Bahamas, back through Florida, and the northern sections of the Gulf. Development chances are a little bit higher out of that. I want to show you that and why and where that area may try to develop and go. And then out here, these are the stronger tropical waves I've been highlighting over the last several days that will eventually increase our chance of rain right back through the Caribbean as we get into the week ahead. Not seeing development out of these, but they are kind of hanging together. So we could see that flood threat getting higher by the middle of the upcoming week for us in the eastern Caribbean. Now we swing back through the Caribbean, watching out for some areas of rain and some thunderstorms that are going to be possible today. Some of those are going to be strong. Heavy pockets of rain near Colombia, Panama now, Nicaragua, Costa Rica. But as we get into later today, we're going to see a better chance of storms popping up. The DR, Haiti, Cuba, back through Jamaica, where we get them. This just gives us a feel. I want to zoom down into Jamaica for us. Where we get them, we could get some spots around 75 millimeters of rain or 3 inches of rain. Point being, some of us will stay dry, but if we get a thunderstorm, it could be strong, dump heavy rain, and again, very gusty winds in some of those storms. So giving you the heads up on that. Now here we are in the Caribbean, Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad. Here are a couple tropical waves. These are the ones that are going to march across and increase our chance of rain by the middle of the week. I'll monitor for any signs of development, not seeing that right now, and then we'll see more tropical waves coming off. So starting to get busier out there. As expected, that is normal for this time of year to see things getting busier. Here are those pop-up storms. Let's start here. Then I want to show you the development possible to the north. Hit or miss showers for us. St. Lucia, 1 or 2. And still watching out for the flood threat in Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama. But these storms in here could be quite strong as we go throughout the day. Not a ton around, but again, where we get them, they could be strong. Here's that spot near the Bahamas, over toward the Florida Keys, back toward Cuba. This is the area that has a higher chance of development. South of there, spotty showers possible. Then as we go throughout the week ahead, I'm going to zoom into this in just a moment, watching this spot here. But the new tropical waves will be moving in, so we'll be watching that especially by Wednesday, but this is the area that may try to develop. And let me take you into Wednesday. These tropical waves in the Atlantic will start to move toward the Caribbean, so our rain chance does get higher. Not seeing formation, but seeing that rain chance getting higher. Guyana, that flood threat will get on the higher side, 20 to 30% chance. So monitoring near the Bahamas, southeast U.S., watching for tropical development and tropical waves, new ones for the week ahead that will slide into the Caribbean with some additional rain. So it is busy. I got you covered right here on this channel. Thank you for subscribing, and I really hope you have a good day ahead.
It's hurricane season. Are you prepared? Here are a few tips to remember to help keep you and your family safe. If you're not in an area that is advised to evacuate and you decide to stay in your home, plan for adequate supplies in case you lose power and water for several days and you're not able to leave due to flooding or blocked roads. This hurricane season, make a family emergency communication plan. This public service announcement was brought to you by the government of St. Martin.
Youth lead research on participation in St. Martin. Young people in St. Martin have launched a youth-led research project to study how their peers engage in society and understand their civic roles. The initiative is part of the Business Outreach and Placement Program, BOPP, and is guided by the Department of Youth and consultant Mr. Van der Maiden. Participants aged 15 to 20 received hands-on training in research methods and are now developing surveys to gather anonymous input from youth aged 15 to 24 across the island. The project is unique in that it's fully designed and led by youth, ensuring their voices shape every step. The findings will help inform more inclusive, youth-centered policies as part of a long-term youth mainstreaming strategy for 2025 to 2030. The initiative is supported by organizations committed to civic engagement and youth empowerment.
Donates printer to USM to support student success. The University of St. Martin has received a new printer for its library, donated by Flow as part of a growing partnership formed through the 2025 SXM DUTE initiative. The donation aims to improve student access to printing services, an essential resource for completing assignments, conducting research, and preparing for exams. The printer is now fully installed and available for use. Admissions Officer Stacey James highlighted the impact of the contribution, noting that even small upgrades can significantly boost student success. USM President Dr. Antonio Carmona Baez also thanked Flow for its continued support, calling it a sign of the private sector's growing investment in higher education. The initiative aligns with USM's mission to create an inclusive, well-equipped learning environment that supports all students.
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link? Sharing oil everywhere.
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link.
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app, though. All you got to do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app, though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
Road works on Canagita Road to start July 14th, causing daytime closures. Starting Monday, July 14th, 2025, road works will begin on Canagita Road as part of a sidewalk beautification project. The affected section from Manzanilla Stake intersection to Percy LaBega Street will be fully closed daily between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. to allow infrastructure upgrades by Windward Roads Infrastructure. Motorists will be rerouted via Manzanilla Stake and Tamarind Stake to Walter A. Nisbet Road. Traffic signs and personnel will assist drivers throughout the closure. Two-way traffic will resume outside working hours. The Ministry of Public Housing, Spatial Planning, Environment and Infrastructure, known as ROMI, urges caution and compliance with traffic directions during this period and apologizes for any inconvenience.
Pam Averts named new program manager of Stichting We Connect. Effective September 1st, 2025, Pam Averts will take over as program manager of Stichting We Connect, succeeding Tanya Fry. The foundation's board and team expressed great satisfaction with the recruitment process and appointment. Pam is already involved with We Connect as a project leader of the Carry Air Aviation Internship Program, launched in 2025 in partnership with the Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management. She has shown strong leadership and swift project execution. Previously, Pam managed Top Bonaire and served as senior advisor at the National Office for the Caribbean Netherlands, demonstrating strategic skills in developing Caribbean talent and fostering brain gain between the islands and the European Netherlands. Pam said, We Connect's focus on trust, connection, and talent development aligns deeply with my values as a Caribbean administrator and community builder. I look forward to leading the team to empower Caribbean talent. Outgoing program manager Tanya Fry expressed confidence in Pam's leadership and pledged a smooth transition. She highlighted Pam's deep ties to the Caribbean and ministries in The Hague, which underpin We Connect's success. Lucky Morales visits HD Antwerp in Tilburg on Caribbean Literature Day. On July 12th, Dutch Caribbean author Lucky Morales, representing the Beyond Cultura Events Foundation, paid a special visit to HD Antwerp, a Tilburg-based art and design agency led by Hans Doucet, known for designing BKEF's book layouts. During the visit, Morales and Doucet reflected on their 15-year collaboration creating beautifully illustrated BKEF booklets. These hardcover books have encouraged thousands of children across the Dutch Caribbean to read, write, and share their own stories. Morales, author of over 18 Dutch titles and various short stories, praised HD Antwerp for bringing Caribbean stories to life visually, making them accessible in multiple languages and used widely in schools. BKEF supports emerging authors and promotes reading and storytelling in the Caribbean Kingdom, connecting children with writers, readers, and illustrators to nurture local literacy culture. Treasurer Rita Aikman highlighted BKEF's success in distributing thousands of books, made possible through subsidies and the dedicated work of HD Antwerp and contributors. Morales described the visit as a meaningful recognition of this creative partnership.
Statia achieves first approved audit opinion since 2010, signaling progress in financial governance. The Statia government reached a historic milestone by securing an approved audit opinion on its 2024 financial statements, the first since the 2010 constitutional changes. The external auditor confirmed that the reports are accurate and comply with legal requirements. The achievement followed 2 years of reforms under the Administrative Organization and Internal Control (AOIB) project, supported by the Ministry of Interior and Kingdom Relations (BCK). Ernst & Young provided expert guidance, while a steering and working group oversaw implementations. In June 2023, Statia regained budget management authority after a 2018 administrative intervention, a key step towards financial autonomy. In January 2025, a new law on audit standards retroactively enabled the 2024 audit approval. The approved opinion enhances trust and transparency, allowing the island and Executive Council to confidently engage with local and international stakeholders using verified financial data. Though celebrating this success, Statia remains committed to ongoing improvements for a transparent, accountable, and sustainable government. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin NEWSDESK.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across all social media platforms. It was an honor being here today. My name is Alston Lawrence.
And I'm Yesenia Lassen, wishing you an amazing and productive week. See you next time.
I think you should say it this time. Right?
Stay friendly.
Say Martin.